What is up, Jokers? Welcome back to a brand new video on the Jokers in the DCEU in general, I guess, because I guess I'm going to talk about a multitude of different things, because the Joker and Harley Quinn script has been finished, and the writers have a couple of things to tease us about it, but it's just an interesting thing in general. I want to know from you guys, and I'll give my opinions on it as well. What do you think of the fact that there's quite a few Joker things going on in general? I think maybe to a degree, quite a lot of people thought that maybe Jared Leto wasn't, in the long run, going to have a proper thing again, maybe after Suicide Squad, especially as, you know, we're getting a DC Elseworlds film from Todd Phillips, which of course is Joaquin Phoenix's Joker origin movie. It seems that, you know, DC slate, including Joker and the Harley Quinn movie, is actually going to be a thing in a few years' time, potentially a few years' time. But it seems that they want to wait, or, you know, we will have to wait ultimately for obviously the Birds of Prey movie. And obviously we've got Todd Phillips' Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie coming out next October in, 2019. But it's just a fascinating thing. I think even I thought to a degree, yeah, DC have said that they're planning to do this, but as we all know with DC's slate, things aren't necessarily always, you know, whether they say this movie is going to happen and where we're planning it, it might not actually happen. And then you just have to think about the general moviegoer, or just the state of DC in general at the minute in terms of the, you know, just the DC cinematic universe is kind of not in a great place. I mean, we've got Henry Cavill. It is like a Ben Affleck 2.0, if you know what I mean there. In terms of Ben Affleck, will he be Batman? Won't he be Batman? Henry Cavill, with the recent news, is his cape still in his closet? Is he, will he or won't he be Superman again? Probably, the way it's looking at the minute, or for the long foreseeable future, yeah, Ben Affleck 2.0, what is going on there? And the reason why I'm connecting all of these things is because I just think now we're getting, from what everybody is receiving to be, you know, is what we're getting teased with Todd Phillips' Joker film starring Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. Everyone, or the majority from what I can gather, is really eating this up compared to the Jared Leto Joker. Now, what I will say is, whatever you will say about Suicide Squad, is when I was seeing Jared Leto in that movie, or when it was coming up to it, I wasn't a hater of it. I actually thought that Jared Leto does, and still does even to a degree, you know, deserve to portray something else on the screen to maybe try and win people over. You could use the excuses of the whole, oh, it shouldn't have been cut this way, should have had more time in the film, maybe if this happened, maybe if that didn't happen, blah, blah, blah. Things might be different. But if you're one of the people who thinks that Jared Leto's Joker look just isn't the Joker for you, then fair enough. You just might not dig that look, and it might not be your Joker. But in terms of his mannerisms and everything like that, I definitely do feel like that guy needs another shot. But now, you know, that's something I thought. I say like it's present tense, but that's something I did think. Now with how things are getting moved along in the past couple of years, and how we're getting Todd Phillips', you know, Joker origin movie starring Joaquin Phoenix, which seems to be the preferable traditional-esque kind of Joker look with Joaquin Phoenix there, which I've, you know, made plenty of videos about. You can see it in the cards above. Everyone's liking that, and I feel like introducing another, you know, now we're getting the Harley Quinn and Joker movie, which they never technically strayed from, but now the script is finished. I feel like people are going to be like next year, or, you know, this won't be for another few years. People are going to be like, wait, I thought Joaquin Phoenix was meant to be the Joker. You know, remember that movie, the Joker movie in October? Yeah, it was great. But now we're getting a Harley Quinn and Joker movie with Jared Leto and Margot Robbie. I feel like the general moviegoer is just going to see this as more confusion and more mess and more just stuff. Cluster stuff that the DCEU seems to be just constantly spewing. I honestly, at this rate, as you guys know, yeah, sure, Shazam's probably going to be good. Sure, Wonder Woman 1984 is going to be good. I'm not negating that, or Aquaman. But I'm more excited, seriously, for the DC Elseworld stuff, like this Joker, you know, film coming from Todd Phillips. That isn't Jared Leto. Literally, completely separate. I just want a clean slate now. But anyway, I've left this pretty late, but this is what the screenwriters Glenn Ficarra, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, I'm sorry if I butchered that, and John Rika, God, I can't pronounce any of the names today, have finished their script. This is coming from Den of Geek, by the way, And they say that speaking to Metro US, the pair said that the script feels like a mashup of Bad Santa and This Is Us, both of which they actually wrote. We've had so much fun, I don't know if we have had more fun writing a script in our career. It was sort of like we wrote Bad Santa a couple of years ago, and it was that sensibility mixed with our This Is Us sensibility. We kind of meshed them together. We were doing a relationship movie, but with the sensibility of a Bad Santa, fucked up, mentally deranged people. And this is where things do get even more interesting, I guess. Getting weirder still, Ficarra goes on to talk about the film's opening scene, which features Harley kidnapping, in brackets, the real Dr. Phil because she's having relationship problems with the Joker, breaking the real world wall, getting zanier with the comedy. It sounds like DC are gunning for a Deadpool vibe on the film, but it also sounds like we might have to wait a pretty long time before we actually see it. We handed the script in and everybody loved it, said Ficarra. But I don't know when they are going to do it, because I know that they want to do Birds of Prey and then they want to do Todd's Joker film first. But maybe if Birds of Prey goes well, ours will be next. Now, I don't know. I find that fascinating. The whole like Harley kidnapping Dr. Phil thing, as weird as you may think that is. Firstly, I love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, but secondly, that is a very Harley-esque thing to do. And what the writers are saying and how excited they are for it, I'm sure it does sound like it's going to be a good film, but I'm just not sure if any of this matters anymore, because I feel like with the damage that has been done, it quite literally has been done. Is anyone now willing to give Jared Leto a whole borderline solo film? Well, it's not really a solo film, but with Harley. You know what I mean? It's going to be about them. It's going to be, I think it will be very comic book accurate in the sense of that's a very Harley Quinn thing to do. Kidnap Dr. Phil. I'm sure Joker, they'll take on board a lot of the criticisms, but will you sway the audience of what happened back in Suicide Squad days? Especially now, we're probably going to get a performance from Joaquin Phoenix that, dare I say it, will rival Heath Ledger's in this Elseworlds universe they're doing with the solo Joker movie coming from Todd Phillips. I don't know if people are gonna, look the other. I feel like people's heads, so to speak, will be turned by Joaquin Phoenix's film, and I don't know if people will want to digest the Suicide Squad, Jared Leto, and Harley Quinn, Harley Quinn and Joker solo movie. I just don't know if they are. I personally will. But then again, you have to think of the general moviegoer, like your freaking grandparent, or like Jason down the road who isn't a nerd like we are, who might think what I just said about, hey, why is Jared Leto? Wait, why is Joaquin Phoenix? Wait, what is DC doing? Wait, where's Henry Cavill? Where's Ben? Wait. It's not great, but DC are making good moves with what they're doing in the Elseworld stuff. But you get my kind of vibe here. I don't know. That's why I want to know your opinions in the comments down below. On top of Todd Phillips's, Joker origin movie, which I'm sure will be well above mediocre. Like I guarantee that. I just, call me out in a year's time if I'm wrong, right? But alongside that, getting Birds of Prey, which is fine. The DCEU are establishing and maintaining their continuous form of movies like Wonder Woman, like Aquaman, like freaking The Flash, like now Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. Keep that going. But with Jared Leto's Joker, I guess, it canonically, if they're maintaining that, it does make sense because he is the Joker in that universe. But does anyone care anymore? I would love to know. I personally liked Jared Leto's performance. I do think that more should have been changed and done, but I've already been over that. I definitely think he deserves another shot, but maybe it's a bit too little too late now. I don't necessarily want to say that in the present, because now so much stuff has unfolded up until this point that maybe it should just be swept under the rug. I really don't know. Even David Ayer, the director of Suicide Squad, literally said today or yesterday that the damage tattoo on Jared Leto, the Joker's forehead, was too far, and I don't know. He's been, from what I remember, like replying to fans a little bit, and he even acknowledged Todd Phillips' Joker movie, saying that they're both gonna absolutely steal the show. And then you just think of, with comments like that, they're still pushing Jared Leto's Joker forward. It just makes you think, well, the director's saying this, like he went too far with the look of Jared Leto, like blah blah blah. I don't know what to say anymore, guys. It's an interesting situation, so let me know what you think about the Harley Quinn and Joker premise of like kidnapping Dr. Phil and how it's a mix of a couple of films that the writers have written before. Let me know what you think about the state of the Jokers in the DCU anyway. Do you just want one? Are you okay with the fact that they would be continuously pushing Jared Leto's Joker separate universe-wise to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, which I'm sure everyone will really get a good kick out of, whereas you got on the other hand a distaste of Jared Leto from the Suicide Squad performance, but can he bring it back up to a level where everyone can respect that performance and maintain it for other movies potentially in the DCEU after Birds of Prey and after Harley Quinn and the Joker movie for Jared Leto? I don't know, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this kind of rambly discussion video, let me know by leaving a like on it, as it really does show your support for the channel. And if you want to receive more news updates and discussions just like this, why not subscribe if you're brand new to never miss out on a single video. Links, as always, are in the description down below. There are links to my social media where you can follow me to stay a bit more up to date with me. But if you want to support the channel a bit further, you can check out my merch page on Teespring. Links, as I said, are right there, and also my Patreon. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you Jokers in the next video. Goodbye.